foot up, left foot slide, left foot. So, how do you go about signing an e-commerce client? Because it's quite different from a local business. That's what I found anyway. For me personally, I'm not too sure if you know my story. I transitioned from local business lead generation to e-commerce. Well, I'm still transitioning, but I'm having quite a lot of success with e-commerce. So I thought I'd make a quick video on how to actually sign your first e-commerce client. Also, bloody hell, I need a shave. I look like a pubescent Chewbacca. Anyway. So this video isn't quite about how to find your e-commerce client because I've literally just made a video all about that. I think it's my previous video or the two videos before that. So go ahead and look at my channel on how to actually find the client in the first place. But anyway, once you have found your potential client, now the next question is like, how do I actually get them to sign up with me? Because it's a bit of a different process to local business. You know, local biz, it's quite good. You can just go into their office and have a meeting, or it's just generally about a bit easier. But with e-commerce, it's a different structure to it. And I'm assuming a lot of you are probably in the same position as myself. If you're watching this at the time of this recording, it's the 15th of April. It's not the 15th of, it is definitely not the 15th of April. It's the 17th of April. It's the 17th of April and we're in a lockdown in the UK, at least anyway, from a coronavirus. So therefore a lot of local businesses are shut. So a lot of you are probably transitioning from local business to e-commerce, which is exactly what I'm doing. So by any means, I'm not an expert in e-commerce or anything, but I've only been doing it for a couple of weeks and I've been having some awesome responses to my emails and to my Loom videos, and obviously that's what I'm gonna go into. But anyway, let's just go into the video. So after you found that lead, for me personally, what I do is I email them first. Now, if you want the exact email that I actually use myself, I will be posting that in the Facebook group like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. The first link in the description below is actually to that Facebook group. Just press request to join and I'll accept you. But I'll give you the structure of the email anyway. So step number one, don't make it look too professional. You want it to look like you're just sending out an email to a friend. Now, when I say don't make it look professional, you know, you don't want to swear in it and make it, you know, some BS like that. You still want to keep it formal, but you definitely want it to come across like you're just writing to your friend, because that way the email will seem a lot more tailored to that person and they won't just feel like another number that you just sent out your hundreds and hundreds of emails per day. Step number two for your email is actually keeping it very short and to the point. So what I mean by this is don't just have like massive paragraphs and paragraphs or like 2-3 paragraphs. Just literally, this is exactly how I keep it. For me, for example, I literally just have like two lines, call to action. That's literally as simple as that. Now, what do you actually put in those 2 lines? Now, let me explain. So think of it from their perspective, right? So even if for yourself's sake that you're watching this video, if somebody sent you an email right now, you'd have a bunch of questions in your head, right? So what are the questions? I mean, think about it logically. Question number 1, who are you? Like, who are you that's messaging, that's emailing me? Question number 2, why are you emailing me? So you want to answer those questions. So, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I run a so-and-so agency, and this is what we do. I'm reaching out to you because of so-and-so. And then the third question, well, it's not really a question, it's the call to action. So there's 2 different calls to action you can have, okay? I've tested both, so you can either do like a link to your scheduler, which they can just click on and book in a date and a time for your discovery call, which in my sake, I found that doesn't really work too well. It does still work, don't get me wrong, but there's a more of a conversion if you do the other option, which is, would you be happy to receive a tailored video breakdown of your current website and your marketing strategy? And I just put something along the lines of course, no obligations, just giving you some ideas for your marketing that you can implement yourself. This way, you're not really selling them anything. You're literally just offering them some free advice for their marketing. So think about it. What would they much rather reply to and actually interact with is either do they book in a discovery call with you when they don't even really know who you are and what you do, or would they rather receive a free consultation video where, you know, there's no commitment from their side. They're just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll happily receive a free video from you. So from that one, we get a lot more response rate. So, and how you do that free video, by the way, it's called Loom. I'm sure a lot of you already know what it is. If you don't by any chance, I think it's loom.co.uk or .com. I think it's .com. And it's basically a free site where you can record your screen and your face cam, and you literally just break down their website and their Facebook. Now, if you want a video on exactly how I do that, press like on this video. If this video gets 2 million likes, no, I'm joking. If this video gets like 15 likes, I'll do it. I'll make a video on the best Loom video that you can possibly make for your potential clients. But anyway, once I've sent out the Loom, now it's just a matter of waiting. Loom will actually notify you whether they've watched the video or not. If they have watched it, of course, and they haven't replied within 24 hours, I'll follow it up, of course, whether that's with another email or if you have a phone number, definitely do give them a call. Most of the time though, they will reply. That's just with my case anyway. Maybe I'm just doing something a bit differently, but most of the time they do reply. Oh, also one more thing before I move on. Of course, on your Loom video where you're doing a breakdown of their website and their Facebook and their marketing strategy, 100% the most important part of that whole video, to have that call to action at the end of that video. And that's of course to book in that discovery call. And yeah, trust me, most of the time, if they've agreed to receiving that free Loom video, most of the time they will be happy to book in that discovery call. And then from there on, it's light work. From there on, it's pretty much the same as local biz. You do your 2 sets of calls. So first one is obviously the discovery one. The whole point of that first one is just finding out information about their business, generally building up rapport. The more rapport you build up with them, the more they're gonna like you, the more it's easier for you to sell. For example, I literally got off the phone today. One sec. So this was a call today. It was literally 45 minutes long. It was just the discovery call. I asked a bunch of questions about their business. You know, when did they start? What inspired them to start? What are your goals, etc. And then of course you want to go into the nitty and gritty stuff. So how much are you earning per month in revenue at the moment? Have you used any types of marketing beforehand? Basically, you know, this could be a whole nother video. So if you want a video about how to do the discovery call as well, I'm happy to make that. So then once you boss that discovery call, it's easy and peasy. Last part is of course scheduling in that close call as well. Most important part as well in the discovery call, you want to figure out who exactly you're speaking to. Is it the decision maker? If not, who needs to be on the close call for the next one? Just because you don't want to be on a close call with let's just say like a manager, and then they have to go to the owner after that close and it's just long. So you'd rather have both of them on that call. So then once you position your price and you say how much your service fee is, the decision maker's right there and they can make a decision there and then. But yeah, that's literally the structure that I take. So let me just go over it really quickly. So first of all, find the lead. Then you want to send out a cold email to them asking if they would like a Loom. Then you send them that Loom with a call to action to book in that discovery call. Absolutely smash the discovery call and book in that close call and close them. And then obviously you've got the onboarding and then the service delivery, all of that stuff, but that is for future videos. I really hope that has helped you guys to have a better understanding of how to actually structure signing up an e-commerce client, because it is definitely a lot different for local business. I didn't even send out a single Loom. Most of them, of course, I actually physically went into their office and had a meeting with them that way. But yeah, any questions, guys, put them in the comments, or obviously join our Facebook group. There's a bunch of people on there that are answering questions as well. Somebody just gave out a template for the contract, so for like a 3-month contract. Obviously, you got the script in there as well. There's a bunch of cool stuff, so that's the first link in the description. But yeah, other than that, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. New video when I upload a new video. Take care.